Hello, YouTube. It's Brainy Og here today, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an auto farm for PC version. The reason it only works on PC version is because it uses pistons. That's the only reason. Okay, so let's have a basic look at it first. So down here you've got a collector which will collect all the wheat and new seeds into one column for you to go and collect down there at the bottom. Then up here you've got just the crops growing. Then up here you've got the water area where the water's released from by pistons lifting up that glass, allowing water flow down. I use sticky pistons with glass at the bottom because they're less likely to lag. If they're normal pistons, sometimes they lag and get stuck down there, but it only rarely happens, but I prefer to show this version. Okay, so first thing I'll do is show you basically working in motion. Once it lets me fly. Oh, well, that was kind of a mess up on me trying to fly there, but you can at least see all the crops flowing down. So I'll cancel this side and just collect all this. You can see it all collecting. I'll just leave it. So I flick this switch, then I go and have a look. You can see the water flowing down, collecting all the crops, pushing it into there, which throws into the mill. I'm not hiding anything under there, it just throws into there. Then, because I cancelled that one earlier, it didn't get there. But what you'd do is you'd wait for everything to get to the bottom here, where it's collecting up. Then you'll turn the water supply off. Then you'll go and collect all that. Okay, I know a lot of people just do videos showing you how to make something, but I think it's more useful actually making a video explaining some features along the way so people can advance on ideas like this afterwards. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you is a collector. This is pretty simple. It's just got water in each corner that pushes everything into a mill where it's one deeper, and then everything will flow out of there, and then it'll be there for you to collect. Pretty simple that. The next bit is I'm going to explain a bit about water and why you need things on there to be certain lengths. Okay, so this is here 7 long. This will be too short because this is only used for platforms high up. It's never used on this bottom platform here. This is the bottom platform, and then these are platforms high up. You can have as many of these as you want depending on how much wheat you want to grow. I always think 2 is sufficient though. But if it's 7 long, the water comes up to the edge, then overflows onto the next level. This works on the levels high up because it means the water can continue down onto the next level. For the bottom level, you need it to be 8 long so that it pushes everything down, but then it stops before it overflows into the collector. If it overflows into the collector, it'll mess it all up and it won't come out correctly. Then if you have it longer than 8 blocks, the water comes down, it flows, and then it stops, so anything that's been thrown into it won't actually get down to the bottom. It'll just stop there, so that won't work. So that's something that you'll need to know. Then here you can see how I've done it with normal pistons. All you need to do is simply have redstone going on top of a block that's on top of the piston and use that to release it. The reason I don't have it, one lever going across them all, is so that I can have the farm in 2 separate parts so I don't have to claim all the crops in one go. Here you can see it with sticky pistons, and obviously there's a block below, so everything has to be one higher. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to build it. The only reason these slabs are here is so that I've got an area to work to. The first bit you're going to need to build is the collector. So you place 1 block and you make it 8 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the length you need it. Then you build up on both sides, going 1 higher, 3 along. If you want, you can make your auto farm only 2 wide of crops, but I like to have mine 3 wide to get more out of it. So then you build this bit up here, so it's 1 high, so there's space below. Then all around this bit you've just built, you build it 3 high. If I'm not making much sense, you can just copy as I do, but I'll do my best to explain as I go along. So you make all this 1 higher. Whoops. Then you place a bucket of water in each corner. Oh, before I forget, if you place a bucket normally, all the water will end up flowing out here, so you need to put a little wall onto it to stop it. So now you can check that you've built it correctly by placing a bucket of water in each corner, so it stops in the middle, and it should float and stop just before it drops off the end, which it does, so that shows you've done it right. The next part is making where the wheat will go. So you make it 3 wide, leave a gap in the middle, then the same on the other side. You need this gap so water flows down the middle so this dirt can remain home. So then once you've got this dirt, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry about the lag, my computer's just not the best. So then you build all of these 8 long. This has to be 8 long so that the water, as I explained before, doesn't go in and mess up that collector area. It just drops everything off the edge into the collector. I'm sorry if you can hear someone in the background, that's just my brother. So once you've got this 8 long, check you've got it correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 long. So what you do now is you go up another level. You need to go up another level, and then once you've gone up this extra level, you can see how the water would flow down and then destroy this level. Any levels that you make above this bottom level have to be less than 8 long. If they're 8 long or longer than 8, it won't work, so it has to be less. So I always make mine 6 or 7, so you get the maximum out of that level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I tend to make them 6, so if I do end up accidentally making it 1 longer by miscounting, it's not all trash because it will still work. If you make it 7 long and accidentally add an extra row of blocks, so it's 8 long, it won't work. Okay, so now you see there's just a gap there. What you need to do now is make it solid at the bottom, like this, so that the water will be flowing down here. There. So now you place a bucket of water here. This is often an easy way to check it's gone right because you'll see it flowing right down. And as you can see, it's gone in there a bit and messed it up. But also, you're going to end up covering this top bit up because otherwise the water coming out of the bit releasing it will go straight into there. So, and it has to be like this. So what you need to do is you need to destroy the block 1 further back there. Just cancel the wall. And because I haven't made it completely solid below, I've got it flowing out here, so I'm just going to have to fill that in. There. So now that I've got it flowing solid, I'll release the water. It's been destroyed 1 back, so I can put water there. So I can put a block there. So now it worked correctly. It doesn't flow. It doesn't go into that last block, but that doesn't matter because water has an effect around it. Like that, it doesn't have to be next to it, it's got like a circular effect. So just cover all of this up with glass or another material if you don't want to use glass. I like to use glass because it looks nicer. And whilst I'm doing this, I always put a wall too high here because if you've got stuff flowing down, sometimes it gets trapped on that wall there, so I make it too high so it can't. Now what you need to do is you need to build a wall around this bit here, around the dirt where the crops will be growing, so that the water don't flow off the edge and nothing falls off the edge. So I'll just do that now. There. So now I've got this, I'm going to end up building this back bit here that releases the water. You can make it out of any material you want. I just tend to use stone because it's often easy to get and there's a lot of it in the world, but some people prefer to use wood. That's all your choice. It's just up to you what material you use. I'm just recommending stone, but I'm not going to argue with you if you think you've got a better idea. So then you build a tower in the middle that's 3 higher than this, and you place sticky pistons along the top. If you're using normal pistons, you'll make it 1 lower than this, but I prefer to use sticky pistons for the reason I mentioned before. Then what you need to do is you need to place a block below it, which it will push up and down like that. And then once you've done this, you'll need to make a little back bit where the water will be kept. So you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I always just make it in the middle as well. You can make this only go one back if you want and have the water source right behind the pistons. You can do that if you want, but I prefer not to, because if you've got the water already flowing, it comes out quicker. Like that. So, and as you can see, I accidentally placed another one block there, so I'll just destroy that. There, so now that source block's gone, and you can see it's flowing down correctly. Oh, it's becoming night time and I don't like to work at night, so I'll just skip today. There, now it's day again. So now what we need to do is the final bits, making the redstone circuit. Redstone has an effect through, if it's on top of a block, it will affect the block below it. In this case, that's the pistons which you want to affect. So you build a block one up on this, and what you do now is you go up and make a little path down for it, like that. So a little path like that, the redstone circuit can go down. Sorry about the lag, it is quite annoying. There. So then you just continue the redstone circuit down like this, and you need to remember that redstone power can only travel 15. So what you need to do is part way down you'll have to either have a notch gate or a redstone repeater. They both continue redstone circuit. I prefer to use repeaters because they're much smaller and more compact, but some people like to use notch gates because it's got less of a delay on it, but it's all your choice that. On here I'm showing you how to make this as in two parts, so you can farm it separately. That's why I'm going to do two redstone circuits, but some people farm it all as one, so all you have to do then is make one redstone circuit. Then here you put a lever, switch that lever on, and then you can follow this to see where it goes to, and where the power stops you simply destroy it, and then you get a redstone repeater, which is down here somewhere, a redstone repeater, and you just place that up in on one delay and it continues the circuit another 15. This, you can see it's correct, and because I'm making both sides identical, you can simply place the redstone repeater in the same place on the other side and it should work. So just continue the circuit down. Yeah. And now you place it on the other side, lever, and now you can see it's closed it, so it's all done. And something I forgot to mention at the start is some people can make houses underneath these by decorating it other ways. Here I've just decorated a couple of other ways to show it off. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Brainy Olf.